Well, it looks like it's Monday all over again. I can't believe how quickly these weeks are going, and everything that is sort of messages that I'm receiving. So I'm doing what I'm being told, and I put together this group which is all to do with breaking the spell. In other words, raising your frequency and getting into a reprogram, resetting, recalibrating yourself so that you can release all of the frequencies and all the energies that are just stopping your growth and stopping you getting where you want to be. The program at the moment is called Break the Spell You're Under, Claim Your Power, which is the messages that the dragons always have for us. You don't know how powerful you are. So I've been asked to put together this 16-week, and I was like, why 16 weeks? They're a very specific 16 weeks course, this reprogramming, which allows you to step into your higher vibration. So week by week by week, we will be stepping in, experiencing that higher vibe, being able to feel it in our bodies and learning how to sustain that over the week. And then the next week we'll take the next step. We'll expand that like 20% or 50% more, however it feels, what your capacity is, what you believe and what you feel and what you trust. Gosh, there's so many vibrations to work through, and I'm really, really, really excited to put all this together. Anyway, today is Monday, and always on a Monday I am putting together 4 cards from the specific dragons. On the Friday they show me which dragon wants to speak on the Monday, and then on the Monday just before I go live I connect with them and I say, which card do you want me to read? So that's what I've done this week as well. So the first card is Sovereign. Sovereign is the purple eye. Anyone who chose the purple eye, this is for you. But just also listen to all the messages, because they all run on from the week before. They all run on from each other. Normally the theme for every single week has a definite run on. So like if you've just chosen one of the dragons or 2 of the dragons eyes, it's your message from your subconscious. It's your conscious understanding of what's going on. So that your soul can come through and commune with you. And this is what the dragons put down in the cards for you to understand where you're at and what's your next step. And sometimes you can just listen to another card and kind of go, oh, that is just so right on. This is exactly where I need to be. You're speaking to me. I know I'm speaking to you. The first card is Sovereign. She is the beautiful, like purple velvet dragon. When you tune into her, her whole message is this sovereignty. And this is something that I teach over and over and over again about your feelings. This is why I'm talking about frequencies, so that you understand the feelings that you're in, how to feel safe, how to feel love. Anyway, Sovereign is all about really feeling that for yourself. So let's find out what she wants to talk to us about today. If you're a fan of Play School or something like that, we're looking through the round window. Oh, God, I love it. All right, this is rather a long one. So the title of this one is Disconnected or You Never Asked. Sometimes we feel disconnected, but in fact the information is always there, but we've never actually asked for assistance. I had a girlfriend contact me this last week and saying, Fiona, I can't cope. Even when I turn my computer on in the morning, I'm completely overwhelmed. I'm completely can't concentrate. I don't want to be there. I want to be in tears. I just feel really blocked, which is always a message for you, which is always a message for you to up level. And so we don't want you to be in that state any longer. It's not necessary for you to be in that state, and the dragons absolutely say 0 tolerance for that state of you anymore, especially if you're wise, if you're open to consciousness, if you're open to being aware, if you've done a lot of work on yourself, self-development. 0 tolerance for this side of you anymore. We all fall back into the complaining. We all fall back into that. I digress, but this is absolutely poignant for us at the moment. And what the dragon's message was this last week was, you know what, that's enough of that now, humans. And you 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 know this already. So let's get you set. Let's get you reprogrammed. Whew. So we need to understand, are you feeling, you saying, I'm disconnected, I'm not aligned? Or have you just never asked for the assistance that you wanted? Like the girlfriend I had this week, I was just told, you're going through your day with your thinking, working mind, but you're not asking for the assistance. And then last week she asked for the assistance and had a completely different experience. You'll make more of an impact on your environment when you know and attend to your soul connection. And when you become aware when you are adrift. It could be that you're feeling a little lost and I dare to say irritated. Some things go wrong and turn out not as you wanted. Could you be potentially disconnected from your soul, or could this just be that you are connected and you're receiving a message? You have familiar patterns, symptoms and feelings that you recognize when they appear. They turn up and cause havoc and they nudge you, and they are showing you the way that calls you back to your soul. For you to remember who you are as a powerful being, as a powerful creator. Symptoms rise up and persist in your physical body. Familiar situations occur within your relationships, or financial situations alter again. Your mood is off. And in this state of your energy, which you will now recognize more and more, are your personal signs to you remembering that you are off and feeling like you are disconnected. You are not, as it happens, but you are being asked to break through a common thought, a feeling, and an energetic state. Become aware of your feelings. Be attentive to your energetic state. The stories in your head running over and over in those silent times when you are alone. Those common feelings of being put down into depression, stories of being a victim, being very tired for no reason, in pain and needing to force yourself to get up and on with life. Notice when life and your day feels drab, mediocre and hard work, and that you need much more effort to do the simplest of things. You are experiencing this as your soul currently asking you to listen. Please listen to me. I'm trying to commune with you. Change your ways, darling. And very likely experiencing that you are being avoiding this, or you're being ignored. You're ignoring your soul. You're not mentioning your soul. You're disregarding yourself. You're even disliking yourself, and certainly not asking for her, your soul's contribution to your healing and growth. You have become disconnected from your whole self and that with your soul. By the way, you are always connected. Always, always, always connected. You might just feel that you're adrift, and when things are going on that you cannot fathom out, that is her message to you. She can't send you anything. Your higher self cannot send you anything that you can't cope with. So anything that's going on for you now that feels really awkward, very difficult, physically, mentally, financially, you just need to refocus. Refocus. And start asking for the assistance that you want. Now, sometimes that can be actually quite hard to do, but that's most of the work that I do. Letting people know exactly what it is. What is it that you want? Let's get down to it. Let's get verbalizing it, vocalizing. When you talk badly about your body or relationships or finances, when you talk about not having the things you want, the negativity that runs through your very soul of you is like a current of electricity. And it has its own signature vibration. When you beat yourself up like that, you're beating up your own soul, and she feels it. Yet she, your soul, still really, really wants the best for you to do well, to be happy, have your back at everything, and really does everything for your higher purpose and best interests. Happily, this is easy to rectify when things are not working out for you. Remembering your route back to yourself as soul, your safe place, something that I teach over and over again, and keep up the practice and be in constant communication, asking for her opinion with everything. This is raising your frequency, and this is something that I'm going to be doing in September for 16 weeks, at September, October, November. Raising your vibration, being in communication with yourself and with your soul, and holding that place, and being in a community of people who hold that space strongly for you, so that you know that you're not disconnected. Therefore, this must be a message for you. Therefore, we can work through this, and there's something that we can release. The 16-week course is purely to up your frequency and for you to learn how to hold it and how to get back to that great feeling quicker and quicker and quicker, faster and faster and faster. Faster, not farter. Oh, la la. Okay, dragon number 2, the pretty dragon that's kind of winking at you all the time in pink. This is Bloom. She really wants you to grow, to expand, to have everything that you could possibly want in your life. Keep growing. Don't ever let anybody cut you down, put you down, move you, irritate you, and all those kind of things. So the card that she said today, number 46, I must remember what number that was for. No, where are we? Come along with 37. Because I put those on YouTube, and then these are the readings of my cards when the card box comes out. Card box, 64 cards of delicious messages for you to raise your vibration. Right, ceremony. Ceremony is the rainbow dragon. In other words, you've come to the edge of the rainbow. You've gone through so much, and she wants you to just look back and go, oh my God, I'm such a different person. I've moved on, I'm different, I'm proud of myself, this is amazing. So that's card number 3, and Raphael is card number 4. Now, card number 2, the pink dragon that's winking at you, I'm going to read right now. This is all about setting up your day. It's a recipe. What recipe do you get into when you set up your day? What altered state or what state of mind are you in? What state of mind can you alter yourself in so that you can create your new future? I love myself, I love my body, I love my business, I love my family, and they love me. Love, 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 love. Bloom is about you feeling, entering into your feelings so that you can expand that and the intensity of that. She's all about really flourishing, blooming. This is everything that she's about. And this is about your frequency. This is when you are radiating that frequency, and people can pick up on that. Your reputation precedes you because it's who you are. You can't hide it. It's just like, you know what, this is who I am. And you're the biggest energy in the room, and therefore no one can knock you, and no one can get you to sort of dust you off or knock you off your kilter or have you untethered. This is Bloom. So set up your recipe, set up the day for the best day possible, the best possible experience that you can possibly imagine. You currently live your day all day with your mind. When you set up your day, you live with your dream at the forefront and with that in your mind, in your essence, and then from every single angle of the day, you are aware of how you want to feel. Feelings, frequency, it's all about that. Set yourself up to focus on your dream day. What would be fun to experience? As big as that is, a lot will never grasp a hold of that simple step or understand this aspect, but you do. And now you have to start somewhere. It's a complete turnaround from the way you think you need to do things to get things done, to get what you want. Being able to set up your day, staying in the best possible energy, with the best possible intentions, your best ideas, and being very conscious of what is around you in your environment, as to what's running through you, what you're picking up, what you put there by the spirituals, for you to notice, being able to feel what's right for you, what's not right for you, and set up your day and trust that. Second part of this is dutifully cleaning your energy throughout the day. breathing with intention, walking with intention, going outside in nature so that you can continue and still have energy at the end of the day to feel a very, very satisfied person who's had a day of ease and fun. There is a complete change of what you want to get out of your day, how you approach your day, how you take care of yourself through your day. This is the ultimate body connection and aim so that you can be conscious all day through. You are not alone in what you do, and so many of you have shut down your consciousness and your awareness because it was too much to deal with. On the contrary, it is far less to deal with when you set up your frequency and when you set up the recipe of your day. When you set up your day, then the amount of force and energy, rules and regulations, and not being able to trust people and things are going wrong is because there is no clear setup to your intention of your day. Set up your day to be in the frequency and the energy of what you want to get out of your day. Be very clear, be very specific, times, people and experiences. Card number 46, that was. Number 2, that was bloom. Asking you to flourish, to bloom, to get all the way through and have just the most amazing experiences. Ceremony. Ceremony, looking how far you've come, the rainbow dragon, you're at the edge of the rainbow, you can look behind you and you go, do you know what? I've been through so much already. This is incredible. This is amazing. I'm not like that anymore. I've changed this, I've changed that. Everything is working out. Maybe there's just a couple of glitches here and there. Now, Ceremony's card that she chose for me today, she wanted me to choose number 4 of the pack. This is let go of the old and let the new flow program take hold. This is card number 52 of the whole 64 pack. Card number 4 from Ceremony. Oh my word. All right, so Ceremony is again moving on from what we've just been talking about. Override the old program and survival mindset and let your intuition flow. If you happen to fall into obsessive thinking of what's missing or what you lack, or the stories and feelings of dread are running wild, remind yourself it's a phase and it will look brighter under a different coloured magnifying glass. These feelings and situations often show you exactly what you are clearing away and ready to drop from your old programming. I tell you what, every single time I read one of these cards, I'm just like, my God, they are phenomenal. They are amazing about the consciousness awakening of the human species. Drop from your old lower programming, from the lower vibrations of the reptilian brain, only programmed for your survival. And remember to be grateful for what you're being shown from this very experience. You need only ask for help with your current dilemma, going back to what Bloom was saying, and be gracious for what is provided. Open up your channels and intuitively perceive what you are being prepared to complete and release. Break the spell. Get into a new frequency. Break and release. Complete what's going on in your subconscious. You don't need that anymore. It's been there for long enough. The mind, the body and the soul, when reprogrammed, are all integrated, will work together beautifully. The mind can then be reprogrammed from the old survival paradigm and your particular set of educated beliefs and gradually receive the upgraded and the uplifted flow program. This is possible for everybody to experience. Where it may at first seem safer to stay in the familiar but basic survival state, and let go of the old ways of thinking and acting from the fight, flight and freeze, where the reptile brain wants you to keep stuck in fear and worry, and to know that all your basic needs are from now on going to be provided for. Your body, your survival brain wants you to stay in the survival mode, in the victim mode, because that's where she's got used to feeling it's safer for you. So we need to be able to complete a few stories, change a few things so that she feels safe to move on. This is often the biggest resistance, and this is what I will be working with in the 16-week program to get you into flow, into your frequency of flow state. Because when you do that, it's like having a fan. I've got a fan going in the background here. It's like got a fan in your whole system, and it's just blowing out and up for you to realize all the stuff that you've been hanging on to. And you can just like, do you know what? That's old news. I don't need to hang on to that anymore. It's old news. It bothers me, and I don't want to feel like that anymore. When you're working with new frequencies, when you're allowing yourself to raise your vibration, this is what's going to happen. Old stuff just flies off. The higher your vibration, the more expanded you are. There's no room for the small thinking. There's no room for staying small. You have to expand. You have to just get more excited and love life all the more, and love yourself all the more as well. So that was card number 3, Ceremony, the beautiful rainbow eye. Now we're moving on to Raphael. Raphael is one of the second dragons that I met. He's a very, his energy is very familiar if you've been lucky enough to meet someone like this. He has the energy of a very poised, wise professor. You can imagine a professor with his glasses at the end of his nose, and he so wants you to get it. He so wants you to succeed, and he is steady, and he is methodical, and he is supportive, and he's teaching you how to weave all of this in together so that you can just experience a far better experience of life. Raphael is not like your dad. He's wiser, far wiser than most dads, and he just holds you in the highest esteem possible and feeds you as much no, I want more detail, Fiona. No, more detail, Fiona. Fiona, more detail. Weave that in, add the sensations in. He's always so patient. Right, so we're going to read Raphael right now, and I know that quite a few people chose Raphael today, and when I realised what the card was that he told me, he said, I want you to read card number 2 from my pack, which is card number 18 from the 64 pack, and guess what? It's trust. Trust is the glue that you need right now, and this is what in the 16 weeks you will gain. You will understand how to trust your own feelings, how to trust what's going on in your body, in your core, and how you get back into your sense of trust over and over and over again, easier and easier and easier, so that you trust yourself, you trust you're being supported, you trust other people around you, you trust that this is working out for you. Trust is such a big thing for humans. Right, so let's read this card number 18 at Trust. Trust is the glue that's needed right now. Engage a level of trust. Trust in yourself, in your own capacity to create. If you could obliterate the energy and feelings of self-doubt, you would feel such joy and freedom. Can you see the frequencies that we're talking about here? Obliterate the energy of self-doubt. I'm going to talk with my hands. Obliterate the energy of self-doubt, and you would feel such joy and freedom. So we're up-leveling the frequencies that you're able to feel, and this is the whole experiment. This is the whole experience of entering into different resonances, different frequencies, different altered states. Being able to trust yourself would be such a weight off and a blessing. Mastering the mind develops your own certainty about situation and builds a strong relationship of trust in yourself. A mastered mind, a laser-focused mind and feelings calls for a new style of practice which will inevitably bring you the trust that you will be able to use as the glue for all future creations. This is much the same as learning a new language or playing a new instrument. It's you who must practice trusting your own instincts and intuition. As soon as you see what you have created and own that this is you that created it, trust builds, and over 16 weeks you build a lot of trust. The evidence will keep arriving and you can trust yourself and your inner self as soul so much more. You have just to start to engage trust, know how trust feels. I'll show you how trust feels. Remember an occasion when you felt trust. Drop into the feeling of trust and notice how it feels to you. You can feel secure, self and all-knowing. It sits deep in your belly, feels assured and certain of good outcome. You have got used to leaving decisions and choices to someone else, being told what to do, where you can go or can't go, and thinking and believing that you're wrong or broken, and this breeds self-doubt. And you want to have instant, quick fix results. You have grown impatient to do your own inner work or trust your own instincts and judgments. And the more powerful practices and tasks you can do now is to build self-trust. Claim your power. You've been giving your power away and handing it over, your trust, to doctors, politicians, education systems, other people in authority, partners, parents. You're told what to do, what you can't do, without questioning your own instincts or reading into the situation. That is giving your power away. Let's develop trust. Let's create flow and the frequency of flow and begin to trust your inner self. Trust your highest experience. I've put a link to the 16 weeks break the spell that you are under. This is all about raising your frequency. I'm not doing a lot more than just helping you raise your frequency and becoming aware of what frequency you're in. Are you in this frequency or are you in that frequency? Where are you today in between those two? Each week you will have divinely guided journaling and homework to do, meditations to do, tasks to up level your frequency. You can work with other people in the community. This is essential to be able to go forward. As I said before, zero tolerance these days, zero tolerance for keeping yourself in a low vibration. The spell has to be broken, and that is what we are being asked to do. And that's what I was asked to do by creating these cards, doing these readings, setting up programs, just for that reason, to help us break the spell that we've been under and not know our own selves. So often you get a glimpse of something that feels absolutely amazing. Oh my God, I did it, I created something, I feel amazing, that's great. And then something comes in, or someone comes to stay with you, or something happens at work, or something happens and you lose it and you can't get back into that good feeling state. I want to be able to teach you what I've been shown and what I've been taught by the dragons as how you keep up leveling your energy, and you never resolve that that's it, or you never put the blame on something else. It's like, I'm in charge of this, only I can change my energy. You've been knocked off kilter, you've been untethered, and this is where you learn how to get back into that state quicker and quicker and quicker. Anyway, so I put the link to this extraordinary program that I've been asked to run, and it is downloading all the time. They've given me the 16 energy states that I'm going to take you through every single week over 16 weeks, and they're just not going to tolerate it anymore. So be warned that sometimes we might get a kick up the backside, as we do. We get traumas and we get all sorts of different things happening, and these are our lessons. These are our little nudges to say, enough of that now. You can't be talking like that. You can't be doing that. Not in this day and age, not with this superpower, being the witch, being the sorceress, being the high priestess, knowing what you know, doing what you do. Enough. My name is Fiona Robertson. I'm here every Monday reading the dragon cards for you. There's 64 cards in this deck that I've been asked to put together, all to do with conscious upgrading and getting into flow. creating practical magic. Have an awesome, awesome week. If you have any questions, if you want to ask any questions about this creating a frequency of flow inside yourself, knowing yourself, phenomenally strong being, let me know and I will contact you and I will give you the questions to see what level you're at and how we can actually prepare you to go forward and get the most out of this program that the dragons have put together for us. Have a wonderful week. I will be back with some conscious business readings again this week. I've been on holiday, so I haven't done very many. And have a great week. If you have any questions, if you want to understand about some retreats that I'm running here in September in Southwest France for your ultimate body connection, if you want to understand about the vision that Source has for you, let me know. And also, when you're on this course, you have the option of having one-to-one sessions with me, bonus sessions that are actually going to release and exercise and vanquish some of the biggest blocks that you've got going on. Normally there's about 5 big ones that I deal with, and sometimes they're slightly off the wall and you don't really know what they are, but that's what I'm here for, to help you release those blocks so you can carry on growing. You can just get stronger and stronger and stronger and stay in a better frequency for longer every single day. Set it up. That's it for now. Have a wonderful week. Have a really, really wonderful week. See how that feels. I hope to see you soon on my 16-week Frequency of Flow program.